Unfortunately.
Huh?
Everything will be okay. Let's stay positive. Yes, that's right. I'm Shion Morita. Thank you for taking care of my brother. I hope he isn't too much of a nuisance.
You've got to be kidding me!
Because you're full of yourself.
In unison, too. Well, that's okay. I know that's a lie because Akira secretly likes me. She just won't admit it because she's your typical tsundere.
Oh, please.
You've got to be kidding me!
Hmm?
That's weird.
I wonder.
It's strange. Let's stay positive. We got this.
Well...
Oh. That's right.
Huh?
Oh. About that.
Well... It's not like that! On a serious note,
Let's stay positive. Everything will be okay.
as long as you're here.
Oh, please.
It's not like that! Please!
How foolish!
I'm sorry.
That's right.
Excuse me?
That aside, I'm Hideyoshi Kurosawa, the ultimate Taekwondo practitioner. Nice to meet you guys. If you need my help with anything, just say the word. I don't bite.
Let me handle this. My name is Katsuhiko Minamoto. My prowess in speeches and competitions has earned me the title of the Ultimate Debater.
I wonder.
How foolish!
That's right.
That's enough!
Come on, bro.
Anyway.
That's awesome!
But of course.
Whoops. Come on, bro. I don't bite. That's right.
Let me handle this. What are you implying?
Oh.
Stop that!
Come on, bro. Aha!
What are you implying?
Could it be?
What do you mean?
That's enough!
Anyway.
Katsu! She's talking to some guy! You've got competition!
I'm not falling for the oldest trick in the book, Hide. Besides, it's normal for people to talk to each other.
And he's super hot!
Wait, what?
I knew you'd... Huh? Oh shit! I was joking, but now there really is a hot guy talking to her. What are the odds?
But of course. What are you implying? that. How foolish!
See you around.
Makes sense.
How interesting.
Whatever.
Oh my.
I'm done.
Oh my.
Unfortunately.
How amusing.
Oh, man.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Izanami Hoshimiya, and my talent is... I'm afraid the circumstances around it are a bit complicated.
Huh?
I wonder.
Unfortunately.
What do you mean?
Understood. Hmm.
Wow.
Not exactly.
What do you mean?
That's weird.
How interesting.
What makes you think I'm not serious?
Well, you said that you're not too worried about figuring out what your talent is.
That's because there are far stranger things going on here. Don't you think it's weird that there isn't a single employee inside?
You saw it too, didn't you? Before we were ambushed while we were still outside, there were a few employees and security guards around the place. But not a single one of them was inside. And we were all ambushed at different times, yes? The security outside didn't move, though, did it? They must have noticed the kidnappers, but nothing about them changed. There's clearly nobody else here but us. Yet the pantry and the kitchen is completely stocked, and then there's the dust. I'm sure you've noticed it, as if the construction of this building finished quite recently, even though the center has existed for years. The garbage bins are unusually spotless. And the machine guns at the main entrance? They would have taken a lot longer to install than the amount of time that we were all knocked out. Don't you find all of this peculiar? All of these little details that feel completely out of place. You've noticed it, haven't you, Akira? Of course, I'm just speculating. Don't mind me thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Akira, you're not hiding anything, are you?
Actually, forget what I said.
Have a pleasant day.
Hey, Akira? Akira?
Uh-huh.
Come on, let's keep exploring.